YouTube should be fine. Okay.
Okay. I think we're good.
Did we get cut off?
We did get cut off, and
I just kept yammering.
Yeah. No, good for you. Sorry, I was like panic typing here. It looks like we are still cut off on Facebook, and I'm not sure what's happening.
Should we go out?
Not working. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, nope. Someone's saying, here we go. I am.
I'll pull up YouTube while you're looking.
Okay.
If you guys can hear us on one, we're live on YouTube. Okay.
We're live on YouTube.
Facebook.
Yeah. I am going to reach out to Brandy and Harriet about getting us connected on Facebook, but I will leave the stream now and let Chelly take over again.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. All right. Technical difficulties. Please stand by, right? Sweet. So where did we leave off? Because I think I was rambling and I'm not sure how far we got. Okay, so the last comment I had on the screen was asked what I was known for. So we started talking about Cricut crafts and Cricut cards. Did you guys catch that part? Yes, I can hear you. YouTube's back on. Hey, Debbie. Okay. Hey, Michelle. Those bad internet gremlins. I know, but you know what? We're better than they are. So here we go. Okay, we're good to go. Sweet. Nope. Oh, thank you. Etsy. Etsy for the win. Somebody said they like my earrings. Okay, I'm on YouTube and didn't see anything, didn't hear anything. Okay, should we just start over? Okay, let's just start over.
Okay, Brandy's here.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Live. Wait, we are live.
We are live. Yes.
Oh.
It says we're live, but we've got people saying that they can't see us.
Okay.
I'm seeing that maybe on YouTube it's working, but maybe not on Facebook.
It is on Facebook. I see it on Facebook.
Okay. Okay.
All right. I'm glad I was dressed appropriately.
All right. Chelly, we'll leave you to it one more time.
Okay.
Cross this time.
Bye.
Sweet. All right. It looks like we are good. It looks like we are live. I have it pulled up now. So if something goes wrong, I can see it too. All right. Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you for walking through the internet gremlins, as somebody just called them a minute ago. If we haven't met yet, I'm Chelly with We Can Make That. And you can see my craft room here behind me. So if you've been to one of these card summits before with Brandy, I have been with a presenter in quite a few of them, and a quick shout out to her, Brandy and her team. So thank you. Are you guys learning tons? Are you loving all these card tutorials? I'm excited. Okay, so the tech is making us pay attention. All right, I saw the word tech and I kind of panicked a little bit, but I think we're okay. All right, we need some questions. So let's start out. If you have not been able to grab the PDF, so it is listed over on the website, and I'm going to drop this into the private chat. If Brandy or her team could actually put that comment on there, if you guys are okay with that. If you go to We Can Make That, type in half circle folded tree and it'll take you to the page. And I did do a couple screenshots on there with the freebie that you can get. So you can get the instructions printed out, or you can get the SVG file. So if you're a Cricut crafter, it'll print it, you can score it. That makes it pretty easy, but otherwise you can just print it off and then see the step-by-steps there. Okay, Joyce says, what double-sided cardstock would be best? So when I did the sample, I kind of went with what I wanted it to look like. And thank you, Brandy, for putting that up there. So this is the one that I ended up with. Hold on, let me see if it'll focus. There we go. And I just thought the gold foil was really pretty on that one. And then I did this one from the same paper pack. So it was a little bit more simple. It was kind of a pattern textured green, and then the beige and green. And this cardstock was super heavy and it didn't do very well. So if you could go with, I would say 60-pound cardstock. So that's the the one that usually they call that, because that's usually the ones that cards are made from. So you can kind of hear it there. Now, if it was just a regular piece of paper, you can see, so that's your regular piece of paper. So this is my 30 years of printing industry coming out. So if you do something like this, the thinner ones, they fold a lot easier, but you can see with the thicker ones, they do, and they add a little bit more dimension. You can see my daughter and I are painting a dresser this morning, so my hands are all full of paint. I thought I got it all, but apparently not. Anyway, so you can see there's a little bit more depth with there. So if you have a really heavy cardstock and you're making the folded tree, I would recommend just putting like a glue dot underneath these, because if you just did double-sided tape, it's not going to hold it as well. Debbie says, where do you get your buttons and embellishments? Usually mine are from the dollar store. And if not, usually Hobby Lobby would be the next my next go-to. And then of course, Amazon. So with the supply list, there was, I did some wooden buttons on there, and I did link to some of those. And I don't know if I showed you guys this. Brandy and I were live the other day. We were talking about this. So this is the same folded tree. You can see, I think this pattern is just a little bit busier for something like this. And then because of the folding, some of the presents kind of ended up upside down, but I still think all in all, this was a scrapbook page that I did. And this was Echo Park, I think was the brand name of this one. So those are my two Bambinos. This was a couple years ago. And then the guys are all going to play hockey. And then I did the little folded tree. And then I just did a sticker on the top with a little rhinestone for the little treetop on there. So that's where do I get my double-sided pattern cardstock? Usually here in my town, Joann Fabrics has a really good selection. And then there aren't as many double-sided ones I have found at our Hobby Lobby. So then that's why I ordered the Echo Park set. Just look at the back of these. That's super cute too. Like that, those would make really cute trees. So me, I think a tree should be green. So I would type in green double-sided cardstock on wherever you'd like to shop. So Amazon, or I'm trying to think of some of the other paper stores, scrapbook.com, those would be good too. Where do you look for inspiration? First, when I am feeling like I need a little bit of push, need some creative juices, sometimes I just go through my stash. I'm probably that weird creative that loves to reorganize and like move all my supplies around. So are you guys like that too, or is it just me? And then I will find something and I'll be like, this is so cute. So I'm trying to get out of that habit of, you have that really cute paper or that really cute embellishment or that really cute ribbon, and you kind of want to save it for something special. And then you realize that you've been hanging on to it for like 5 years or 25 years. And then it just never really gets used. So I'm trying to find those elements and then use them again. And if not, my go-to would definitely be Pinterest. So if you're not following me on Pinterest, you can find me at We Can Make That over there. How did you get started crafting? Oh, that's a good question. I think I was born into it. If you guys have heard me tell the story before, I'm sorry, but my mom had a ceramic shop in our basement. So, we started out painting because she didn't let us, when we were toddlers, we didn't paint ceramics right away. We painted paper towels. She would give us water and we would paint with a paintbrush. We'd just paint like the comics section. And then she also sews, and she's a great artist, so she can draw really well. So I grew up doing all those. And it was just, I saw something the other day at Hobby Lobby, reminded me of those latch hook rugs. That was probably one of the first crafts that I used to do. And then also cross stitching, I would say. And then it just kind of kept going. And I've been a graphic designer since the mid 90s, so longer than I care to admit. And then turning, you know, taking that graphic design skill, and then I started making SVGs, and then my friends were like, hey, can you just make me one? Can I get that too? And then before I knew it, we can make that, and that we have a whole shop and whole library over there. Okay, Terry says, your favorite size or style of card to make? I would say, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I kind of love this craft paper. So these card sets, I think I got this one with the matching envelopes at Walmart. So they have fun. And then this one, these littler ones I found at Joann's. But normally my go-to are like these pre-cut ones. You can see this tree one was just a little bit bigger. So this is the A2 envelope. This is like your standard note. Oops, that's the same. Your standard note card size. Remember the thank you notes that used to get from people every once in a while? Do you enjoy crafts less now that it's a business? I have found, I wouldn't say I enjoy them less, but I would say that sometimes it's taken the relaxing element of it. Do you guys, so I'm curious why you guys watching, like, why do you craft? Is it a business for you guys? Is it your go-to? Is it your relaxation? So for me, it was kind of my fun hobby. And I have found I kind of got stuck earlier this year with, there's so much back end to it. There's so many things on the website and social media and making reels and videos. And I always laugh, why does it take it seriously takes me a day to do a good video tutorial, get it edited and posted for a 20-minute video. So sometimes that can take the fun out of it, but then also just realizing that and now trying to schedule it in. So I make sure that I have time to just go make something. And I think, okay, I'm just going to make this, and then I'm not going to record it. I'm not going to post it. And then I'm like, this is too cute not to share. And then I end up recording it and posting it anyway. Let's see. Oh, gifts. That's a good one. Margie says, I like your back wall. Is that just a pegboard? It is from Martha Stewart. Do you guys remember, like 12 years ago, she was at Staples and she had a whole line of office supplies. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but there are lines across it. Let's see if I can point, because my camera is backwards. So there's lines across it. And then all of these, like this little shelf, this little bucket, and then these little pen holders, they all have little ridges in them, and then they hold on there. So they don't actually make it anymore. And then, I don't know if you can tell, but whoops, this is where our sunroom is. So it's really bright and sunny in here, and it's kind of starting to turn yellow. So I think I have to take it down and paint it, or do something else back there to hold all of my fun stuff. Dorothy asks, how would you describe your style? Well, if you could see everything off of the camera view right now, you would probably say messy. Like my studio is a disaster right now, but everything like here down. I would say bright and cheery. So our brand colors are very similar to these, you know, the hot pink and the turquoise and a periwinkle blue. So I would say bright and cheery is kind of, and then simple. I would have to say that this folded card was probably one of the more difficult things that I have done. Let me see. Did you guys get to see the baby cards that I showed you? Let me see. It's asking me. Hold on. Okay. For some reason, I must have pushed a button or something. It was asking me something. Did I show you the baby cards, or was that when I was just talking to myself earlier? I like to shop your stash for inspiration. Thanks, Billy. Hold the time. How do you organize your materials you use so often? I think that's one of the key things with organization, is making sure that those things you use regularly are always out, and they're always right there. So I have, let me see, where is it now? Can you see it? There it is. So I have a little kitchen caddy in here, and it's kind of got all of my basic tools, but then I put a few more of them back up there. So then I have those things that I use regularly. This is an island that I got at a garage sale. I mean, it was really cheap. So you don't have to have like expensive new furniture to have a really cute craft room. But I got this at a garage sale, and it's got drawers on the other side because it's supposed to be like a kitchen island. And then it's nice because this little shelf right here folds up, but then I can make it smaller so it fits in here better. And oh, and then we're out of time. That was quick. Anyway, so yes, I like to make sure that the things I use regularly are in the drawer and that kind of thing. But really quick, I think I went through this. These are a couple cards we have with SVGs. So this is the baby card. It cuts it out with like the little baby bottle embossed. And it's really kind of fun because we just found out we're going to be grandparents. So now I get to make all the fun, cute baby stuff. But this is another SVG card that you can cut out with your Cricut. And that is over on the blog at We Can Make That. So I hope you guys will follow me over there and then check my stories. And you can see the dresser that my daughter and I are redoing for her to take to college. But I appreciate you guys watching. Go grab that free printable instructions so you guys can make your little tree cards. And I hope you guys have a lot of fun at this summer's, I was going to say this year's, but this summer's Card Makers Summit.